Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jack, and in this video I'm going to show you my latest purchase, which is an action camera. Okay, so I've had the GoPro, it connects to the Triumph. You can use the controls on the handlebars to switch it on and off and change modes and stuff, but everyone's been raving on about the Osmo action cameras by DJI. So I've been out, I've looked it up, and I've bought one. This is what I've bought. Let's see if you can see that. Osmo Action 5 Pro. So this is just the standard bundle, and in this you obviously get the camera, the battery, you get a sticky mount, a hard case, and a quick release. So I'm going to just show you that now. I'm not going to go into the details of how to use it, because first off, I don't know, to be honest. I'm only just learning. I'm looking at other videos on YouTube, checking them out and seeing exactly what it is I can do and what's the best settings for it. But I'll give you a quick view. First off, sticky mount, so this can go maybe on your crash helmet or on the front of your bike, anywhere. 3M sticker on there, so all we have to do is peel it off, put it in place, attach the camera. We all know about that. Second off is this cage. So the cage, basically, if you open this up, what it's going to do, and I've not even opened this yet. Okay, so what it's going to do, you open it up with that clip there, you put the camera inside, put the clip back down, you've got the protection of this thing, the record button, the on off button, and you've also got a quick release on the side of this, so if you wanted to film in this orientation rather than this, you can do it with that. I've not used it yet, like I say, I've only had this a day or so, second day. So that's that. And then we get on to the camera. This is the camera. Real easy to use. It doesn't take long to start to figure out how to do it. There's a little button on the side here to switch it on. There's a button there for taking your photographs and recording. The good thing about this is you don't need that cage like I do with the GoPro. With this thing now, if I press the button and push up, I can open this up, take the battery out or take the SIM card out without having to take anything off first. So that's nice and handy. And then the other side, there's another button there, we push that and that comes open, and there's your USB-C, which you can use then for your charging anything else. Okay, so quickly then, before we switch it on this there is two little clips here, so you press those clips and the thing comes off the mount, and I'll tell you about this mount in a second. And then it's got a magnet on it, so it brings it to the place where it should be, so you're not off, and then all you've got to do is push it in, you hear it click, and it's ready to go. So with the button on the side, we press that once and this is what comes up. If you can see that, that's me and me. And then what I've done to this already is I've changed the front screen, which you can have exactly the same, but I've changed the front screen so that when I look in the mirror to see if this thing is actually on recording or whatever, that's all I'm going to see is that little logo there, and that's enough for me to look in the mirror and say, yeah, it's still on. Okay, so with the camera then, you've got on the on-off button there's a QS, so that's called a quick shift. So what you can do is you can press that and it takes you to these different settings. So in there we camera, video, night shooting, no idea, slow motion and time lapse. There's all those different settings on there, and then this, I've set that particular one where all the settings that I want for when I'm riding the bike are all saved in that one. With that saved, as soon as I press that, it goes to the right settings. I can then set another one for if I'm vlogging, if I'm walking around looking at a bike, or stood in my garage talking about a camera. Okay, so that's the new camera. There's loads to do with it and I've still got a lot to learn, but basically it looks like it's a good camera. It's definitely solid, it's definitely worth having a look at. So I'm going to switch this off. You can do all kinds of things with the noises of this and how you see the screen and what you don't see. I'll just show you on the back here. If I slide down there, that's got all the settings that I need to go into, just like on a GoPro or anything else, and we can go into those to alter things on the camera. I'm not going to do it now. We can also go into our modes from swiping on this side, and we can also go into the camera's memory. Oh, good thing about this is it actually has its own memory built in, so if you've not got an SD card, you can do 25 gig of memory inside here. It's also got a thing for recording the sound and keeping it on its own. There's loads to do, and I'm glad that I've got it. I've got a load to do with it, and what I'll show you now then is just the mount. So I'm going to switch that off, take it off the quick release, so that's the camera itself, and then I'm going to show you this mount, which is the quick release thing. You put your camera on there, and then this thing is it's another DJI product, but you've got this clip, and I showed this on a previous video. So that now goes under the chin piece, holds onto the front of the helmet, and then you've got your camera in there, which hopefully it'll work. I've tried it, it'll work well, and hopefully we'll be able to bring you some videos and stuff of around Ireland and the Midlands, where people don't really go a lot. But anyway, we'll be using this, we'll be using the new camera, we'll still be using the GoPro, and I've also, because I know this has its own microphone built in, just like a GoPro. There is noise reduction and everything else. It doesn't matter about that, because I've also ordered the DJI mic mini. So I'm going to get an independent mic that I can put up inside the crash helmet, and that'll be able to give me good audio. Alright, so that's just a quickie. We'll get back to you as soon as we get the other mic thing, and we'll mess about with that for a while and see how we go. Alright, thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye.